a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
A gain of 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
On second down now, it's Edwards. And this one also slow in developing, as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Des Bryant, 53 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards, as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 20. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the Packers' 20.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Packers nothing.
Now it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Ball carrier brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Complete.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's 3rd and goal.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
9 yards.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Yet it brings up 4th down.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. They set up the screen for Dobbins. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. There's still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happened. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Green Bay Packer.
And again, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Touchdown, Packers! Jones, 36 yards, and the Packers are back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Irvin to return. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Green Bay Packers.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Packers 20, Ravens 16.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
24 yards.
That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them the first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Jackson's going to look to run it. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
At their own 38.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
37-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. And that is incomplete here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Again, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd
and here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.